Well, hi guys, Mark here. We're here again today at Poole Moto here in the south of England, and today we're going to be looking at the stunning Lexmoto Lxr 125. Well, hi guys, Mark here, and pleased today to be bringing you a review on the Lexmoto Lxr 125. So we'll just run through all the specifications on the bike, go for a little test ride, and then a final thoughts at the end. And as always, many thanks to Poole Moto for lending me this bike today. So just starting off with the price, £2,999 plus the on the road. And these come in this black and gold, also a black and red, and a black and white. You can also pay a bit more, £3,399, and get the SE version, which comes with a colour TFT screen, upside down forks, and an aluminium swing arm. So this has a 125cc liquid cooled single cylinder 4-stroke engine, 4-valve double overhead cam. It's putting out around about 12.5 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 11 Newton meters of torque at 6,750 RPM. Top speed in perfect conditions is going to be around about 70 miles an hour, but you know, more normally on just general roads you're going to be getting around about 60-65 out of it. Got nice wide tyres on this. Got a 110 section on the front. These are by CST. We've got a nice big 150 section on the rear there, 17-inch wheels. Now this is it's quite a big, physically big bike. It's quite a tall seat height. It's very comfortable. 820mm seat. Just take a look at me on the bike as a reference. I'm 5'7" tall, 170 centimeters, with a 30-inch inside leg. I weigh about 75 kilos, and I'm on tiptoes on this, so do bear that in mind if you're thinking about one of these. They are quite tall bikes. We've got a 13.5 litre fuel tank, and these are very economical bikes. Going to give it around about 90 to a gallon, so you're going to get over 200 mile range. Coming in at 167 kilograms weight, ready to ride. But I must admit, does look very nice, very smart. Absolutely lovely bike to own if this was your first bike. We have a stainless steel exhaust, which is a nice touch to keep the rust at bay. Six-speed gearbox, which is very smooth shifting. I mean, it's a new bike, but even now it's very, very slick and positive. So no ABS on this. We've got combined braking system, which basically means when you put a bit of back brake on, it puts the fronts on as well. Talking of braking, very impressive. We've got twin discs up front, so plenty of stopping power with pedal discs, and single disc on the rear. LED indicators. LED rear light by the look of it, and up front we have projector headlights. But Lexmoto have certainly impressed. You know, they've improved over the past few years with their build quality, and I mean, looking around the bike, this is quite a smart machine to say the least. I do like the black and gold, looks very striking. Okay guys, let's do this test ride, shall we? Lexmoto Lxr 125. What a beauty. So it is quite a tall machine, 820mm seat height, and I'm on tiptoes, and I'm 5'7", 170 centimetres. So do bear that in mind if you're thinking about one of these. It is quite tall, but it's, when you sit into it, you sit right in. It's a very comfortable position for a sports bike. As you can see here, the clip-ons are quite high above the top yoke by a good few inches, so they're not like right down in here, so it's actually quite upright and comfortable for a sports bike. Just run through all the controls, nice and simple on this. Cable operated clutch, headlight flasher, high and low beam, hazards, indicators and horn. On this side, a span adjustable brake lever, which is a nice touch, engine kill switch, side lights and main lights, and your starter. So nice little display on this, analog tachometer, which I always like, and a nice little simple LCD display there showing odometer, fuel, gear and speed. So nice and simple, and your warning lights in there. So start it up, start straight up. Obviously these are all fuel injected these days, no choke or anything, and it sounds really good. It's got a really good brap to it. So top marks for the noise. So a nice smooth clutch, easily into first, and a very nice smooth pull away, so that's always great. Alright, so out on the open road on the Lxr 125, and what a great fun little 125 this is. First impressions, very nippy, kind of peppy engine, relatively smooth for 125. Some 125s can be a little bit vibey. This one's generally quite smooth. It's very keen. The handling is very good. It feels, it's got a good decent size to it. You know, the 167 kilo weight actually pays to its advantage. It gives it a big bike sort of feel. It feels sort of similar size and weight to like a CBR 500, to be honest, in terms of stability. So and for a sports bike, it's very comfortable. These upright sort of clip-ons above the top yoke do give quite a nice comfortable ride. So just starting off with the mirrors, you know, they're right out there, but I can still see a reasonable amount behind me. No nasty vibrations in them. I can see a bit of my elbows, but on the whole, all pretty good. I do like the analog tacho, and all the LCD display there is very clear and easy to read. I have GPS checked the speedo, and it's pretty accurate. It only overreads by about 2-3 miles an hour, so it's very accurate. Some of these can overread. All the switch gear is the usual sort of thing that we've come to see on so many of these Chinese bikes. Very easy to use. I mean, round the corners this thing handles very well. The suspension does feel a little bit on the sporty side, a little bit on the firm side, but on the whole it's a comfortable ride. You know, you can sort of tuck in and get a few more miles an hour. But the screen there does a good little job of keeping the wind off you. So we will do a braking test in a minute. Just going to wind it out through that mid-range, just show you how keen it is. As you can see, it's very keen little engine. Even at the slightly higher revs, it's still nice and smooth. So we're just going to do a braking test now. Front and rear brakes together, nothing behind. So they're still bedding in, but that all works very well. Do like the sound this thing makes, but it's definitely got a big bike feel to it. You know, if you're looking for a first bike and you want something that looks smart, is well priced and rides well, definitely take a look at one of these. All the clutch and the gearbox is all brand new, but it's very smooth and slick. Just going down the gearbox now into 5th, back up to 6th, so it's all very slick. That's good. But yeah, first impressions of the Lxr 125 are very good. It's a decent little performer. It's smooth, nice handling, brakes well. So we'll take this through town next and see how it rides there. So what's the Lxr like at the low speed in town? So we're currently in 3rd gear, just bimbling along, 20 mile an hour, up into 4th. The fuel injection is very good on it. There's no nasty surging or hunting. Throttle's very mellow. Actually up into 5th now, about 30 mile an hour, very smooth engine. The only vibes is a little bit of vibes right at the very top end of the revs, but on the whole for a 125 it's relatively smooth. It's a very perky little engine. But here we are, look, just trundling along now, 5th gear, about 30 miles an hour, and that's really nice. Very smooth and tractable. It's manoeuvrable. Good visibility out of the mirrors. So you may be using this to go to work on. So yeah, no problem at all with slow riding. I mean, it's a sports bike, but it's still absolutely fine just to go slow. Just drop it down to 4th. Gearbox is very slick, as is the clutch. Back up to 5th. Very tractable and easy to ride at the slow speeds. So there you are, guys. Lxr is more than happy to go slow and do some commuting on. So 5th gear now, just pulling up quite a steep hill. Very keen. That's doing well. Into top gear. So like I said earlier, the riding position is very comfortable. There's quite a lot of leg room if you were a tall person. But I've been on this bike for about an hour and find it quite comfortable. The seat's well padded. There's quite a bit of leg room for me. So yeah, on the whole, for a sports bike, it's really good. Very comfortable. Okay, let's wrap it up down here and have another little look at it. Oh, those brakes work well now they're bedding in. Very good twin front discs. And that back brake with the combined is nice as well. Right, let's see how it goes. Into 1st is easy, into neutral, that's good. Tiny little side stand, so be careful with that. Little sound check. I'll just flick it onto high beam for you with the indicators running. So yeah, nice headlights, decent indicators, so that's always good to be seen. So excellent, guys. The Moto Lxr 125. Very impressed with that. God, every time I look at it, I think that looks really cool. So just working around the bike. Decent sized tyres. They seem to grip really well in these cold conditions today. No problems with those. Powerful brakes, twin discs, plenty of feel. Back brake's good. Obviously puts a bit of front on as well, so that's good. But I mean, all the build quality, you know, it's decent. You know, I mean, it's absolutely fine. The paintwork on the fairings look good. The gold wheels look lovely. Stainless steel exhaust, so that should hopefully not rust. The engine's a very good little performer. you know, you happily cruise along at sort of 55, 60 on an A road, so no problem on A roads, and absolutely flat out it'll probably do 70 on a perfect day. No storage under the seat, I'm afraid, and the batteries under there. Pretty comfortable seat. Do bear in mind it is quite a tall bike. All the switch gear is all very smooth and easy to read, and really nice dashboard there, all very comprehensive and easy to read. So 165 kilos, you know, it's a fair weight off the side stand, but not too bad. What's it like to push around? There's a decent steering lock on it, so quite easy to push about in your garage. Let's do a little 3-point turn. Gearbox is very slick, no problems with that. Clutch is smooth. And so these are very economical, these 125s. You should get at least 90 to the gallon, so you're talking over 200 mile tank range. But on the whole, guys, I'm very impressed with that. I've been wanting to ride one of these for quite a few years now, and yeah, it doesn't disappoint. It's a really nice looking big 125 with decent performance for 125. So please, guys, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the LXR. You probably might have one already. Tell me how it's going, and I will catch you again in a week or so for another review. Don't forget to give me a like, please, and share and subscribe as always. Take care, guys, ride safe, and bye for now.